Hello guys, welcome to Pepcoding, and today we will gonna solve this question. Fold off a linked list from level 2. You can, if you want to practice it before, so you can go to our portal Pepcoding, and in the free resources you can have you can go to level 2, and there in the linked list section you can find fold off a linked list. You can practice there. Okay. So first of all, we will gonna understand the statement of the question. Then we will gonna understand the approach. Okay. So let's go to our open board. So fold up a linked list. So first of all, understand the question statement. So we have given a linked list. The linked list is something like this. We have given A connected to B, connected to C, connected to D, connected to E, F, G, H, I, and all are connected. Okay. So what we need to do is we just need to fold it. How we will fold it? Okay, that is the question. So first of all, we will connect A with I with B, B with H, H with C, C with G, G with D, D with F, and F with E. So this is the output we need. Okay, this is the output we need. What we need? We need these bonds, not these bonds. We don't need these. Let me tell you, we don't need these bonds, right? We need these bonds, A to I to B, B to H. So the output we need is A, which is connected to I, which is connected to B, which is connected to H, which is connected to C, which is connected to G, which is connected to D, which is connected to F, which is connected to E. That is the output we need. Okay. So let's start how we're gonna do it. First thing in mind comes is we do what? We will start iterating from here till here, and what we'll do is we will connect this pointer to this linked list, sorry, this node with this, and then again we start to iterate, and then again we start to connect. So the thing is, this is the right question, right answer, right? This is right, but if we do this in this way, we get it in O(n) square. We get this structure in O(n) square, but we don't have the time to do it in O(n) square. We need to do it in O(n). So I'll tell you how you can do it in O(n), not in O(n) square. Okay. So okay, let's start. First of all, understand the pattern in this question. So here A is connected with I. Understand this. A and then B is here. After B, C is here. After C, D is here. After D, E is here. And then again, understand one more pattern. F to G, G to H, H to I. So this is in this direction, A, B, C, D, E. And this is F, G, H, I. This is in this direction. So now you can understand that till E, our linked list is in this direction. After E, our linked list is in this direction. So we understand that we have to do what? We have to break it from here, from the middle, and then we have to reverse this linked list. After the middle linked list, we need to reverse it, and then we have to do something to make this pattern or this structure, right? So let's do it. So now we know is first thing we need to do is middle. Okay, let me erase it and write it in the correct way. You understand it. First thing we need to do is find middle. Okay. Second thing we need to do is reverse after middle. After middle. Third thing is connect. These are the three parts in this question. First is finding middle, second is reverse of linked list after the middle, and third is to connect the linked list in such a way that we get our desired output. Okay, remember these three things: finding middle, reverse after the middle, and connect. These are the three things. Okay, so first of all, first thing is we have already made the video how we can find the middle of middle of the linked list. So we have already made a video. So go and watch these two videos first, middle of linked list and reverse of linked list. We have already made that video, so I will not explain you everything in the middle and the reverse part of the code. I will teach you everything in the connect part of the code, but to understand it much better, you have to watch these two videos. So let's start now. First thing is we will find what middle. Let's go back and start like that. I will start again my linked list. Is A B C D E F G H. Okay, first thing is we need to find the middle. How we can find the middle is we put an pointer slow here and then a pointer fast here. Then we do what? Just move them. We move fast by 2 steps. 1, 2. We move slow by 1 step. We again move fast for 2 steps. We again move slow by 1 step. We again move fast by 2 steps. We again move slow by 1 step. We again move fast by 2 steps. Then again, then you need slow by 1 step. And we know now E is our middle. So when we get the middle, the first thing we need to do is make the next element of the middle as what? New head. What we need to make it as new head. The second thing we need to do is break this one. Now we have two different linked lists, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, which we need here, right? Second thing we need to do is, now we are gonna do it our second step, which is reverse after middle. So we will reverse it. We will reverse it. Okay. So after reversing our list, we get what? We get I, which is connected to H, which is connected to G, which is connected to F. This is the thing we need. We got after it. Okay. Let me remove these two also now. And the new head will be, this is what? Okay, new head is this, right? So now we do. So now you understand how we find the mid. Now, so first of all, you now understand two steps in this question. First is finding mid, and second is reverse. It is reverse. Now we will gonna these two steps. We will code these two steps, and after that we will gonna continue. Okay. So let's get to our coding section. We will do it in what? In C++. Good. So first of all, we will complete our first part of our solution, which is to finding middle. Let's start writing our middle function here. So how we need to do is list node pick mid node list node asterisk head. Right. Now in this function, we will find our middle part. So if head is equal to null ptr, these are the base cases. So them head next is equal to null ptr, return head. After that we need to do is what? Node this node asterisk slow. We need to define our slow and fast. Okay, list asterisk fast is equal to false. After that we need to do what? We need to create a while loop until fast dot next is not equal to null ptr, and also fast of next is not equal to null ptr. Okay, then we have to then slow one jump. That will make one slow jump. Fast is equal to fast dot next. And slow is what? Slow is our middle. And one part of our question is done. We have gotten our middle node. Now the second part is reverse. Let's make our function for the reverse thing. List node asterisk reverse list, which is now we have to pass what? Head here. We have to get head here. Okay. So again, I will take my base case from here. So these are the same thing. So let's copy it. Okay. Now let's do our reverse part. So for reverse, if you remember, we need to do what? We need to get a previous pointer and put it in null. After that, we need to do what? We need to get our current. If you remember it. If you don't remember it, go and watch that video again. For the video for middle and reverse again. Right? Current is not equal to pointer. But do what? List node forward is equal to current next. After that, current next is equal to previous, and last previous is equal to current is equal to forward. What we did is that first of all we make previous with the null, current, and then forward at current dot next. And current dot next will point to previous go to current, and current go to forward. And then again this cycle flows, and we will get our the reverse linked list, and that reverse linked list has a head of return previous. So our reverse linked list has head of previous, right? Now we have done two parts of the question, so get them. We'll get them in our code list. So if, then again that same base case to everything. Okay. After that, we need to do what? We need to list node asterisk middle is equal to mid. From this we get our mid node, right? So that if you remember this node, you have to make new head as mid, right? And after that mid next is equal to null pointer. These three things are done. And then the second thing we need to do is n head. We have to update our n head, new head, right? We have to update it. We have to reverse our linked list, right? We will do reverse list with new head. These two things are done now. Okay. Now we go to our third statement of our question, which is connect. Let's get to connect. Now the question is getting interesting. Let's get to the open board. Now we have these things, right? We have something like this. Now, first of all, let's take the output. What output we actually need? The output we need is this, right? So take this and put it here. And I will also erase this. Now understand, I is connected to where? Now I will take 4 pointers. Understand it? I will take 4 pointers, which is C1, C2, F1, F2. I will take 4 pointers. And what I will do is, I will so understand first how this pattern is working. A is connected to I. Okay, let's connect A with I. If it is saying that A is connected to I, then let's connect it. I is connected to B. I is connected to B. B is connected to H. H is connected to C. C is connected to G. G is connected to D. D is connected to F. F is connected to E. Now you understand the pattern. So we just have to do this pattern and remove these. You have to remove these linkings. So two things we need to do is, first of all, we have to make these links and we have to remove these links. Right? Let's start it. So we take 4 pointers C1, C2, F1, F2, and we do what? First of all, first thing we do is we will point this A C1 dot next to C2, and we point C2 dot next to F1. So what happened here is, after these, when we point them, these links will be broken. And then again we do what? We will we will move our C1 and C2. We will move our C1, C2, and also F1 and F2. Remove them, right? We'll move them. And again we do what is same thing which we did in previously. This pointer C1 dot next to C2, C2 dot next to F1, and we will remove these pointers, right? Then again we do what? We will create our C1 and C2. C1 is here, C2 again is here. Then F1 and F2 also. F1, F2, right? C1 is here and C2 is here. And again we have to do what? We have to do the same thing. C1 dot next to C2, C2 dot next to F1, and we have to remove these. Done. Then one more thing. One more time we have to do the same thing. Update C1 this, C2 to this, F1 here, 2 is here. So again we need to do what? Update C1 is connected to C2 and C2 is connected to F. Again remove the bonds here. You have to remove the bonds here. After this, again you have to do what? Update C1 here, C2 here, F1 here, F2 here. Now if you are checking it, C1 is null, and at last we just have to do what? E is connected to F. Sorry, not E, F2. E is connected to C2. So now if you can see, C2, our C2 is null, right? So things we need to do is, first of all, we have to make two things. So understand why we take F1 and F2. Because if we don't have F1 and F2 and we break, so for example, if you remember previously, F1 and F2, when F1 and F2 are there, and F2 are here, and C1 and C2 are here, so we break this bond and connect it with this. If we don't have F1, we cannot move. Right? Our C1, this element will forget the address of these elements. We cannot access our linked list, so we need F1 and F2 for our backup. Second thing, C1 and C2. When C2 get to null, our iteration is off. We get the termination point of our iteration, right? And the third thing is, what we need to do is connect C1 dot next to C2, C2 dot next to F1. Okay, so you understand three things. Now let's go and code it out. Okay, we have this code and we have completed two parts. Now the only part left is the connect. We have mid, we have reverse. Now only part left is connect. Let's connect it. Okay, so what we need to do here is, now we have to make our C1 and C2. This node C1 is equal to just node asterisk C2 is equal to new head. Now we have to do what? We have to define our F1 and F2. We need a backup. We need backup, right? This node asterisk F1 is equal to null ptr. There is no space needed. Just node asterisk F2 is equal to null ptr. Again, we don't need any space. By again we make our while loop. if you remember, what is the ending point, what is the termination point of a while loop? That was P2 is not equal to null PTR. Even in the if this list this list was odd number of lists, right? Even if our list was even, our C1 and C2 will get null at the same time. So we don't need to put both C1 and C2. We just need to put C2 here, right? I will show you after this code. I will show you how what I'm talking about, right? Then we go F1 equal to C1. Next F2. We need to put our backup, right? C2 next. And these two things we did for backup, because we don't need to lose our linked list. We don't want to lose our data of linked list. Then C1 next is equal to C2, and C2 next is equal to F1. Then C1 is equal to F1, C2 is equal to F2. Two things are completed, right? Understand? This is the ending of our question. We did it. Let's run it and I'll show you. Let's see if there is any compilation error or not. Okay, there is a compilation error. Let's check it out. Let's see in which line we have our error. Okay. At line number 16, the return statement is the value in function returning b void. Okay. Okay. At 54, we have some error. So let me check. At 54. Yes. So if you see, this is a void kind of function. So we cannot return anything. So remove this. Now run it. Let's try to submit this question. Hope it will work. Okay. Correct answer. And now let me tell you what I was talking about, odd and even. So this list is odd, right? And C2 will get exhausted. C2 will get to null first, right? What happens if our list is even? Let's check that example also. Let's check that example. So if this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Let's put it till H. Okay. So in H, we need to first find what? Mid. So S and F. F will go to point. S will go to 1 point. 1 point. F will go to 2 point. S will go to 1 point. F will go to 2 point. S will go to 1 point. Oh, what happened? A, B. Let me write it again. Give me a second. This is our linked list. Let's start running it. So F will then 2 points. S will then 1 point. And again, S will then 2 points. S will then 1 point. Then again, F will then 2 points. S will then 1 point. And again, F will then 2. Sorry, we cannot put 2 points because fast is not null, but fast.next.next is null. Fast.next is not null, but fast.next.next is null. So we have to terminate our loop here, and S is our mid. Now this is our mid. So when this is our mid, we need to do what? We need to break this bond. We need to break this bond. Let's break it. After breaking this bond, this is our what? This is our new head. Right? We have to reverse this list now. So after reversing, we get what? G, F, and E. This is what? New head. This is what? You can remove this also. You can remove this also, because we have taken some different examples. So here is C1. Let me check. Take another color. C1. this is C2, this is F1, this is F2, right? So let's run our example now here. So we need to do what? We need to break these bonds first. Then we have to make this bond, this bond. We have to make the net. We have to update them. To update them. Again, we have to do what? Remove these bonds, remove this bond. Okay. And we have to do what? Make them bond again. C to C, then again update them. To this, C will go to this, C2 will go to, and again connect, also break this bond, also have to break this bond. Again, we have to update our values. F null, F1 is also null now. C here, C2 here. Again connect, then again update. F1 here, F2 here, C2 here, and C1 here. So when the list is even, now you notice that C1 and C2 both come at null at the same time. Even C and when the size of the list is odd, C2 come at the null point at the same early, right? So we have to put only one equation here, so one check here at this point. This point we can only put C2 is not equal to null pointer, and we can get our solution. So if you understand my logic behind it, if you understand the questions theory, if you understand the statement, if you understand the approach, please like this video. And if you really want to learn these kind of questions from these kind of videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, guys.